Hi friends! So you have all the motivation today to get in your kitchen and start cooking as I share two of my favorite recipes to go to for weeknight dinners, something fancy on Sunday. I'm gonna do one in the air fryer. I love the air fryer. But guess what? As you can see, Renee is not here. So little birdie told me that she's off on a little adventure. She'll be back for the next episode, so don't worry guys. So I'm really missing my little confidant, my kitchen buddy, but no worries. All the crew here is gonna get to taste all the yummy food on your behalf. So just sit back and relax, take notes, and watch me cook away, guys. And welcome to the MegaMart show. Let's get into it. Who doesn't love a really good lasagna? But I'm gonna show you how to take it up a notch with my little recipe. So what I do really quickly, I have my mince as my base. I'm gonna saute it up with your regular seasonings. But I add a little curry in my lasagna to just make it give you a whole different flair. When you bite into it, you get this pop of curry. You're like surprised and shocked and totally satisfied by the new flavor that you're getting. So let's just go over to the stove and get this sauteing, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to layer, and then I have another trick waiting for you at the end of that. So I have my stove all hot. My pan is ready. I'm just gonna add a couple tablespoons of oil. This is vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, avocado oil as well. Let me grab my onions and garlic. Very basic seasoning. You don't have to go all out, but I know you Jamaicans love the flavor. So I know you're gonna use the all-purpose seasoning, your beef. You can add chicken stock to it, beef stock. The sky's the limit. So we're gonna go in now and add about a medium onion, already diced. I'm gonna grab some cumin, and of course you can use an Italian blend, pre-ground cumin, anything you want really. All that flavor in lasagna with cheese, you can't really go wrong. Unless you add like something weird like ice cream or something. So a light saute on the onions, then we're gonna add our beef mince and just break it up. Remember, this is gonna cook some more in the oven. So just a light browning on the beef mince is good enough. Just break it up. It smells so good already, guys. Like, oh my gosh. Ah, I love lasagna. You can also use goat. If you get the goat, go to a butcher, go to MegaMart. Ask them if they could, probably shred some of the goat meat for you. Who knows, you can use chorizo sausage, chicken mince, mushrooms, veggie mince to make this a vegan meal. And you're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna do salt and black pepper. And I usually tend to like to salt my beef pretty heavily, just like when you're doing steak, you have the beef pretty salted. So I did a good heaping teaspoon in this. I'm gonna add my garlic, about 3 or 4 cloves. Love garlic, like I drink garlic. I love it so much. Just turn up the heat. All right, so I'm gonna add my curry powder. I'm gonna do a lot, like 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons. I know it seems counterintuitive, but trust me, curry works really well with beef. It's in the Flavor Bible, so if you don't believe me, check it out. It has turmeric, cumin, really nice warm spices, which really goes nicely with beef, and tomato as well. So I'm gonna add some tomato chunks. And my pasta sauce. This is marinara, it's pre-bottled. Easy cheesy convenience at its finest. Just pour it all in there and dinner is almost ready. It's that simple. And remember, when we put this together, it's gonna bake and finish cooking through. And you have an amazing dinner ready for you. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna turn it off. I like it juicy, lots of liquid, because it's gonna soak up, the pasta is gonna soak up the extra liquid and just mix with the cheese, which is what we want. So ideally, you'd want let's say this is a pound of beef. You'd want 2 to 3 cans of, so 2 times the amount of beef. You want the sauce to look really red. All right, so our meat sauce is ready to go. Just gonna rest it there. And we're gonna move on to stage 2, which is making our ricotta sauce, which is just gonna add like a really nice palatability, an extra layer of flavor and intrigue to the lasagna. A lot of people forget this step, but it's really yummy. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs, and it's gonna add extra protein and kind of bind the sauce together. All right, and ricotta. Just gonna do about half of this tub, which looks like about half a cup, approaching 1 cup. Where's my garlic? Add some finely crushed garlic, 2 to 3 cloves. This is my little trick. I just love that extra bite of garlic on top and in between. So we're just gonna use a fork and just whisk everything together. And another trick is some brown butter. So smoky, so rich. Man, when you taste this sauce, you're gonna like shrivel up. You're just gonna die from food coma. So you mix everything together like this into a beautiful, creamy, smoky sauce. And we're gonna do some Parmesan cheese. So simple, guys. You can assemble all of the individual items before, like a day before, and assemble on the day that you're gonna eat. All right, and that's that. And where are we? See, I'm almost done. I don't even know what oh, black pepper. You guys remember, if you forget anything, just don't be afraid. Just add as you remember as you go along. Add some black pepper to our meat sauce. And we assemble. All right, so I have my lasagna sheets pre-boiled for about 10 minutes. You can also grab the no-bake pasta, the Barilla brand, off the shelves. Love those. You don't have to boil it. Like, who doesn't like more convenience, right? But anyway, I got the traditional ones. I pre-boil them for about 10 minutes until they're al dente. Just a nice bite. You don't want them to be mushy. So you have to be careful in this stage and watch it. And I also broke them in half because I'm using a 8-inch baking pan because I'm gonna do this in my air fryer. Yet, another dish that you can do in an air fryer, guys, if you don't wanna fuss with your big old oven, right? So what you do, you get some meat sauce. Let's grab a spoon over here. Have my ladle. We're just gonna take some, put it at the bottom of our container. So this is a baking pan. If you don't have what you need, you just take your hand, make fashion, use a baking pan. It's legit. You can use a Pyrex dish that can fit into the air fryer, or any ceramic dishes that you have that's small enough to fit. So you put a layer of pasta, and then you're gonna grab some cheese. And you can use any mix of cheeses that you like: cheddar, provolone, mozzarella, pepper jack. You can't really go wrong with these melty cheeses. All right, so I'm gonna put on some sharp cheddar cheese on the layer, and you're just gonna layer by layer. So meat, pasta, cheese, meat, pasta, cheese until you reach the top. And guys, I go heavy with this. One of the beauties of a good lasagna is just melt in the mouth quality, the gooiness of it. You need a lot of cheese, so it's an expensive dish to make, but it's worth it, I think. Once a month, twice a month, to go all out, you know? And of course, I grabbed all of these from MegaMart. Plenty of options, really nice cheeses. It's amazing. So this is about 1.5 cups of cheese on this layer. So I'm gonna go again with more meat. Wow, I have enough to make 2 of these pans. Looks like we're having a feast today, right? All right, so we got the meat. I'm gonna add some ricotta. My ricotta mix here, just pour it in. And then I'm gonna save half of it for the top. And remember guys, you can use, if you don't want to use pasta with gluten, this dish works perfectly with zucchini. So you just slice the zucchini very thinly and you're good to go. So yummy. Zucchini, I've seen people do it with squash as well. You can do it with chocho, believe it or not. Make a nice vegetarian version. I'm gonna add some more of the cheddar. More meat. Oh, I can smell the curry. You guys remember I did that macaroni and cheese with curry, right? So it's kind of a play on this, but you have the meat in there. So you know the flavor is gonna just be bomb. All right, so we're gonna do some more ricotta again. Oh my gosh, I hope everything doesn't melt over too much. But I think it'll be fine. And then a last layer of stretchiness. And that's it. Our lasagna is prepped and ready to go get baked. It's gonna be so good. Just pull it out, put our pan in. And I'm gonna do 20 to 30 minutes just to make sure all the cheeses are melty and everything at about 380 and bake. Let's get into the other dish. I'm Chef Samantha George and I love to buy my tomatoes at MegaMart. I can always count on the quality and freshness of all their produce. And so can you. So you want quality and freshness all the time? Come and enjoy the MegaMart experience where you can get all these items and so much more. I'm Samantha George. See ya. All right guys, so my air fryer is baking my lasagna to perfection. So now I'm gonna jump into my curry chickpea recipe. So this is a foundational recipe. It's straightforward. It's really just the basic curry. You can add pumpkin to it. You can do the Trini version with just the baking soda. You can do a callaloo version, but this one is 101, basic, right? So one of the tips I wanna share with you guys is using canned chickpeas if you don't want to go through the time and effort in pressuring and cooking your chickpea for like a whole hour, all right? So we're using canned chickpeas that I grabbed off the shelves today, curry powder, and I'm gonna add some cumin seeds to just give that extra bite of flavor with the fresh seeds. It can't go wrong with that. And yeah, let's get into it. Follow me. So we start with a hot pan as usual. Boy, I really do miss Renee. She'll be here with me, helping me cooking. Well, I teach her a thing or two. But anyhow, we'll continue. So we add some oil. And you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of that brown butter that we did earlier for the lasagna. In Indian cooking, when they have their clarified butter, they call it ghee. It has a lot of the similar flavors. So we're gonna add that to it for that extra smoky flavor that we're going for. I'm not adding the burnt dairy bits at the bottom because then that's gonna burn more and taste bitter. So we don't want that. So we're gonna brown our onions really well. So we're gonna cook the onions until it turn like chocolate almost. Ooh, I'm getting an onion onion facial. So remember guys, this is key if you want to increase the flavor in your curries. You want to start by browning your onions. So you're gonna literally sit over the stove and turn until it caramelizes and changes from white to tan and even dark brown. We're gonna go ahead and add some cumin seeds here. And cumin seeds, as I said before, it has a fresher, more bold flavor than the ground version or whatever cumin is in your curry powder. It has a stronger flavor. And I'm all about the flavor. So we're just gonna keep stirring. and watch and wait. You can take in some news, watch some football, but you don't want to go too far because it will burn. All right. Let's give a peek on my lasagna real quick. Oh my gosh, guys, it looks amazing. I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes. Like it's that quick. I forgot how quickly the air fryer just makes everything. So it did not need 20 minutes at all. So I'm gonna actually reduce the time on this. Okay, about 5 more minutes. All right, back to our onion. This is looking good. All right, so now I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon of ginger, grounded into a paste. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. A little more of that. All right, our onion and garlic and ginger has nicely melded together. I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of curry powder. Give it a quick stir, remove it from the heat, because I don't like the flavor of burnt curry. I'm gonna put it in the blender to just puree everything, and then that's gonna give us a really nice thick sauce, in addition with our coconut milk. So I'm gonna bring it over here. So this is one of the keys, guys, just pureeing everything into a homogeneous elixir of goodness. So we get all the chunks of onions, garlic, ginger. I'm gonna add some cilantro. You can use shadow benny as well because they have similar flavors. All right, so we've added all of our aromatics. I have the seasoning base with the curry, cilantro, and then we're gonna add some coconut milk. So all of the coconut fats, all of that cream, that goodness. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful because this is where most of the flavor is in the cream, is in the fat. So I like that I'm getting most of that in there. I'm gonna add it in and we're gonna blend. Nothing like coconut and curry. It's a really beautiful mix. Just make sure it's on. Oh wow, this is looking so good. We're gonna get our pot back onto the heat. Pour in our chickpea. I'm using 1 can, but you can feel free to use 2, depending on the quantity that you're going for. But you want it to be really saucy, so just be mindful of that. Just add our sauce. Look at that goodness. Wow, amazing. And remember, you can do this with callaloo as well. You cook the callaloo down, wilt it, blend it with the sauce. You can do it with tomatoes, pumpkin. Really great way to have your veggies is by incorporating them into the sauce. So you cook them down and blend it kind of like baby food, but it's for adults. And you just mix everything, get the temperature back up, and it's gonna simmer for about 4 more minutes, and dinner is served. Oh my goodness. All right, our lasagna is ready. I'm gonna take it out. Now, this pan that I use doesn't have handles, so I'm gonna do a little trick. You can use a tongue or 2 forks, and you're gonna carefully hold the forks closer to the top of the forks, close to the top. You're gonna grab on the sides, apply a lot of tension, and just ease it out very slowly. Hey, we did it! And then you put it back in, and you're gonna let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes until it cools and all of the juices kind of congeal back together, and then you're gonna cut into it. Even better if you put it in the fridge overnight, it will set up nicely, cut into the nice little squares or triangular wedge that you wanna take out, and enjoy with a nice salad and breadsticks, which is over here actually. These garlic dinner rolls by Essential Everyday are delicious. They're delicious, so they're delightful. Love them. They come with the pre-made butter garlic spread. Perfect with this, with a really nice big bowl of salad with some fruit, some strawberries or something. Got it? We also have naan here, which I'm gonna present with my curry chickpeas, but this is fine as well. So there we go, air fryer lasagna. Not bad, right? Let's check out our chickpeas now. Guys, the finale is here. I'm gonna bring my chickpeas over here and show you what it looks like. It smells divine in here. So I'm gonna grab my ladle. Oops, I almost forgot it. My chickpeas almost get scorched. No worries, it's saved. Look at this beauty. Lots of sauce going on here. Look at that. Perfect. And you notice the onions that we browned, it actually helps to form like a body in the sauce. So it gives it that rich thickness. Let's garnish with some parsley here. And also on top of our chickpea. And I had some naan bread that I got from the store as well. Toasted in the oven, it's nice and hot. Just gonna cut into nice little triangles. And you can just serve alongside your chickpea. You just grab a piece like this. You just dip the bread into the saucy chickpeas goodness right here and dig in. You can top it off with some more coconut cream, coconut flakes. Amazing, and enjoy. I can't have this, but I so wish Renee was here right now to taste it for me, because I can't have this bread. But anyway, I'll save this for my crew members because they're lurking like vultures, ready to dig in. And really, guys, just enjoy everything that we presented. I really hope you try these recipes. Hey guys, I'm Chef Samantha George, and here at MegaMart they have a ton of wines. Red wines, white wines, rosés, chardonnays, sauvignon blanc. Like, oh, you got to come here, guys. Remember to come and enjoy the MegaMart experience, where you can find all of this and so much more. There is a wine for everyone. I'm Chef Samantha George. See ya. Who doesn't love a little burrata? Guess what? I am gonna throw in an extra recipe for y'all, and it's my really easy fried tofu. A lot of people are afraid of making tofu because they feel like it's bland and it's, you know, but you really just have to season very well. So I'm gonna add some cornstarch to it to add that crispy touch on the exterior. I'm gonna add some smoked paprika that I got here, a good heaping. Got some black pepper. Lots of salt. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on pretty heavily. And we're just gonna give it a toss again. Oops, it's getting messy in here. All right, so I'm gonna add some garlic powder. I'm gonna add some more oil just to make sure every piece is evenly coated. Of course, you can use the spray oil as well, which is what people usually do for air fryers. And just give it a good toss. And then add it to our air fryer. Let's get my hands clean. Pour it all in. Just spread it all out on an even layer so that the heat can just get to every single surface of our tofu. "10 minutes, 400 degrees. The crispiest, yummiest tofu you're gonna ever have. You can have it with ketchup, teriyaki sauce, any sweet chili sauce that you like. MegaMart has a ton of pre-made sauces in bottles, and you will love dipping into any one of them. I usually just take some lettuce at home, put the tofu in there with some sauce, and eat away like a taco with lettuce. So yummy, even my kids love it, and you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. So remember guys, try these recipes at home. Remember to follow MegaMart Jamaica on all platforms, and me, Chef Samantha George, on Instagram. Oh, hey guys, I'm Chef Samantha George, and guess what? My nephew's birthday is in 2 days and he insisted I grab him a chocolate mocha cake from MegaMart. They have a ton of variety here, from plain cakes to specialty items like cheesecake and mousse cake. Oh, to die for. So, you want quality, freshness, and convenience? Come and enjoy the MegaMart experience where you can get all this and so much more. I'm Chef Samantha George. See ya. And we have it here. My crispy fried tofu is all ready. Just gonna grab them out and just pile them right beside our lettuce cups here. Smells so good. Can you hear the crisp? Wow. So cool, guys. Just gonna pile them on top of each other. And serve with your favorite dipping sauce. You could use teriyaki, sweet chili, ketchup. Dip it in. Pop it in your mouth. So good. And that's it, our crispy tofu served with our lettuce, bread, dip it in your favorite sauce, and you're good to go. 1, 2, 3 of my favorite dishes. Thanks guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you try the recipes because they're really delicious. It won't disappoint. Remember to follow MegaMart Jamaica on all platforms and me, Chef Samantha George, on Instagram. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, and I hope you guys checked out the Valentine's vegan dishes I did the last time. They won't disappoint either. I'm just full of goodies. Like, just give it to me. Just touch me. Anyway, see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.